Well, this isn't very good. This is not good at all. This is not good at all, frankly. This is actually really bad. This is a really bad situation that just transpired. I just got off stream like an hour ago. Not even. Like a half hour, maybe an hour. I don't know. He's back. I had to be. What the hell is going on? What the hell's going on? We were streaming an hour ago. I was like, that was a good stream. I feel good. Covered a lot of shit. I didn't even get to talk about Invincible, and we'll talk about it on Wednesday. It's like things are going well. And then I get an alert that Dexter Lawrence has requested a trade and will not be participating in the team's offseason workout program that opens on Tuesday. More good news, the like is not a football. That I do not understand. All right, let's do this one more time. First and foremost, when we get a double stream, it's a great day. Yeah, I guess so. It's a great day. Oh, what the hell, man? So I love Dexter Lawrence, obviously. Giants fan. Dexter Lawrence, one of my favorite players, and I was so excited to see this D-line with Dex, KT, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, who the more I look at his stats, the more impressed I get. If you combine pressure, QB hits, sacks, hurries, and TFLs, Abdul Carter's like 7th or 8th in the NFL, which is crazy. This is what happens when you do the global in 6, not underestimate the global. I guess so. This is what happens when I get the connections 4 for 4. I don't even have music going. Why would I have music going? Well, what's the point? This isn't a cheerful event. Dexter Lawrence just requested a trade. And I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to stream it. But then at the same time, it's like, I streamed when Micah requested a trade. I don't even like the stupid Cowboys. Never understand why players request trades in the franchise on the up. Yeah, what? Yes, the Giants draft D-line. Yeah, watch out. Watch out, man. Oh, God. Good thing I scouted defensive tackles last week. I can't even remember any of them. I guess Caden McDonald, you are a New York Giant with the 5th pick. I mean, we need... Oh, my God. We need it. Man, we already need defensive tackle. We already need... This is already a position of need. Losing one of our best players, not just one of our best players on the team, one of the best players we've had this century. That might be a hot take. One of the best. Not the best, one of the best. Dexter Lawrence is so good, and I am so annoyed right now because we're going to get dickheads like Oshkon being like, oh, he's going to the Rams. I remember 2 years ago when Vikings fans were convinced Dexter Lawrence was going to be on their team. And I thought there's no way the Giants would ever trade Dexter Lawrence when he's playing like this. And sure enough, he wants another deal despite having a down season. The Giants don't want to give it to him, so now he's requesting a trade and holding out. Now, is requesting a trade the same thing as getting traded? Of course not. AJ Brown requested a trade like a year ago, and he's still hanging out. So it's not the end of the world. The problem with this move, so to speak, the problem with this headline is that it kind of sideswipes the great vibes the Giants were having. It kind of that's not the right word. It kneecaps how excited we were going into the next season. And I don't like that. That's like right when vibes were looking great. The offseason workout program was going to open tomorrow and everyone's feeling good. Everyone's happy. John Harbaugh, Don Aponte, good draft coming in, nice sensible free agency. And now Dexter Lawrence wants another deal and is requesting a trade if he doesn't get one. Very, very, very cool. I'm assuming he'll get one. I'm just not used to seeing Giants players openly request trades. This is much more of a Cowboys thing where a player gets mad and then requests a trade. I'm out of here. So I don't even know how to process this. It's been a minute. How's it been? I've been not getting a lot of noties. No worries, Stoner Cat, man. I didn't stream for a lot of last week, so all good. But, I'm glad you're here. The Giants Jeff D line. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'll never, I think he maybe wanted to compete for a bowl. The Giants aren't close right now, ? Ouch. But this is the year. I don't think it's a competitive thing. I think it's a contract thing, but we'll see. I mean, Dexter Lawrence has won a playoff game. I know that's not a lot, but oh God, yeah. Let's see Stephen A react to the Angel Reese trade, which by the way, as time goes on, I'm even more stoked for the Atlanta Dream. I want to see if there's any kind of report about... Okay, I'm just going to search Dexter Lawrence. God damn it. Man, I love Sexy Dexy, man. He can't leave, man. He just can't. we we have him under contract, but still, like, we can't up and trade the guy. Is this it? I liked this tweet. I thought this tweet was funny. Spoiler alert for Invincible, which I didn't even talk about last episode. Thank you so much, Carl Banks. Thank you so much.
Respect you. And there's a difference.
Excited Giants. Yeah, very excited. What the hell? Very excited.
On the field.
We got the same odds to win the Super Bowl as the Colts. And the Colts just paid their quarterback and Alec Pierce.
You're not making a difference.
We have the 5th pick in the draft. Go Giants.
Okay.
Max is going trade when we turn around the trade reverse. That's true. If Philly or Dallas gets him, the vibes going down there. The Giants will never trade Dexter Lawrence to Philly or Dallas. But if they got him in free agency, that would be devastating. I mean, I do agree with you. Yeah, I guess a literal trade happened and got called off. We don't need to listen to Carl Banks anymore.
And here's the thing.
You guys get the point. Carl Banks needs to shut the hell up. You need to take a microphone away from Carl Banks. He's pissing people off. He has requested a trade. Maybe this isn't. Didn't we just end stream? What happened? Dexter Lawrence requested a trade. That's what happened. I thought I was done. This is not going to be a super long stream, but I thought I was done for the day. Didn't Myles Garrett say the same thing last year? This means nothing. That's a great point from Michael Paris at Paris Mike 77179. I don't think Jerry's trading for him. It's a possibility, but no, he won't. He will not stay in the division if he gets traded. He won't get traded. He's not going to get traded. He's not going to get traded. I got the sleeper notification and saw Dexter Lawrence. Thought, oh my God, the Giants extended Dexter Lawrence. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. I'm not thrilled. What do we think of this, guys? Are you excited for 5-12? And well, they should have been a lot better. Oh, that's for sure going to happen. Yeah, the Giants are going to win 5 games. I'm going to be sitting here like, yeah, we got screwed. Remember the game that we lost where we blew a huge lead? And then I'm going to say we're a year away. And then, it's just going to keep kicking the can down the road. Bro, what the fuck? I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah, me too. All Giants fans, Patrick Ewing, all Giants fans are like, what the hell? Right when things were looking great. Yeah, he wants to get paid. Yeah, he wants to get paid, which I get why the Giants are reluctant to pay him. I think Dexter Lawrence is great, but he did have his worst season last year. Like the Giants shouldn't reward this. I love Dexter Lawrence, but that's not how you do business. You don't wait. It is how you do business if you're smart. But Dexter Lawrence clearly isn't going to take much of a pay cut, which again is fine. God knows he's been on this awful team for a decade now. He was in the same draft class, mind you, as Dan Jones. He was the 16th, 19th, second of the Giants' 3 first-round picks that year. Shout out DeAndre Baker. But yeah, man. So I get why Dexter Lawrence feels like he deserves the trust of the front office and the staff. And I do not trust Joe Shane to get any kind of deal done. But come on, man. In April, we couldn't just get excited one time. Sham Big Days at this point with Harbaugh right now. I don't even know what Oshkott's talking about. I don't know because of the position change. Because I don't know how this could happen. I thought it was an issue with Shane Bowen, but we cut Shane Bowen. Why is Bray Wyatt trending? Juggernaut also wants more money after a mess season. He didn't request a trade, though. Right. Well, the Vikings are actively shopping him. I would be more concerned, frankly, if the headline was Giants are actively shopping Dexter Lawrence. That would concern me. This concerns me, and it upsets me. But the more I sit with it, and the more after seeing a couple Oshkon messages, I'm like, you know what? He's not actually getting traded. Dexter Lawrence isn't actually getting traded. What's up, Mohammed? I don't like this, though. I don't like this at all. If the Giants were to trade Dexter Lawrence, they would need to get adequate draft compensation and address defensive tackle immediately. That goes from a need to a glaring need on that defensive front. And I don't like that. I don't like being forced to take Lee Hunter in the 2nd round, although I do like him as a prospect. What would Dexter Lawrence go for? I'm not going to lie to you. And you guys might think I'm crazy. If Dexter Lawrence goes for less than 2 ones, I'm going to be really upset. Be really upset if he goes for less than 2 ones. And I know people in the chat, specifically Oshkon, is probably like, what? 2 first-round picks for this guy? Yeah, he's awesome. He's really, really, really good. And whatever team gets him, hopefully no team besides the Giants, Whatever team gets him will get an all-pro level defensive tackle who will play at the top of the position. There was a point where at the back end of Aaron Donald's career, I was ready. It had Aaron Donald continued playing and like kind of tapered off a little bit, I was preparing the narrative that Dexter Lawrence is better than Aaron Donald. However, Aaron Donald retired and time has passed, and I don't think that take has aged super great. But at that point, Dexter Lawrence was on the rise and Aaron Donald was not. He was more of a plateau. So yeah, 2 firsts, exactly. So if you get a first in return, what's your reaction? Upset, very angry. Especially because it'll probably be a late first. Because what non-contending team would trade? Any team should trade for Dexter Lawrence, actually. Hell, the Raiders, the Giants could get the number 1 pick in the draft and I'd be pissed. I'd rather have Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is so good, man. I always get nose tackle and 3-tech mixed up. But the point is that he gets to the quarterback at the defensive tackle position. He gets so many pressures. Dude, he is a nightmare to block. He's worth a couple 7s and 2 buckets of popcorn shrimp. Man, he's not going to the Bears. He's not going anywhere. Aaron Donald might be the best defensive player ever. Yeah, he's not. He's not, but, he's really good. He's really great, but, he definitely was starting. I see why he retired. He was definitely starting to kind of he was starting to taper off a little bit. His career was getting progressively a little bit worse, as it happens in the NFL. That's why I retired early. I don't. Dex, he's washed. Okay, I really don't think so. He didn't have a great season. I know that. Well, if we look at the numbers, let's pull it up. Again, it's very tough getting stats with defensive linemen, but I'll pull up the Pro Football Reference here. Dex for first, second, and 2/3. That would make a little more sense. But again, we're not trading Dexter Lawrence, man. We're not doing it. Again, 9, like this isn't like jumping off the page, but like he gets to the quarterback. Believe me, man. These were the 1st and the 3rd. Well, that's awesome. That's great. Bears or Rams are the only real possibilities. I didn't know you booted up Street. Well, I had to. So Dexter Lawrence needs to play out the year and then if he still wants out, he can leave after that. I guess when you put it like that, what does his contract look like? I guess if you put it like that, but then again, it just puts us in such a hole at defensive tackle. Zach Wilson is a Saint? I didn't even know that. Did you guys know Zach Wilson signed with the Saints? Anyway, didn't even know he was on the market. Giants, hello. Falling asleep at the wheel here. Okay, so Dexter Lawrence is under contract through next season. Yeah, man, you know what? Honestly, I'm kind of with you there, GF10. I'm kind of with you there. If he plays out 2026, hell, play out 2027. He's got no guarantees left. I see why he's requesting a trade. I get it. Did Jacksonville put their hat in the ring? That would be objectively kind of cool. I'd be really annoyed. I don't want Dexter to leave, but that would be objectively pretty cool. He is the 12th paid interior defensive lineman. I see why he wants a raise. Holy shit. Yeah, he's a Ram. Oshkan sees his contract. It's like, yeah, he's a Ram. 1 year left on his contract. That's 2, you fucking idiot. Z-Dub with the Saints for some reason. Yeah, to win a Super Bowl, clearly. He wants to win a ring. I do want to address that really quick, but let me make sure I caught up with the chat. Dexter for have a pack of bubblegum. What's up, me? We were talking about NASCAR earlier. You missed it. But yeah, I mean, I think every team in the NFL should be making calls right now, trying to pick up Dexter Lawrence. And I really hope Joe Shane's not taking him. I really hope Joe Shane's like got his phone on DND. If you guys get one, all you do is trade down, so is it worth it? I guess in that sense, I guess that would be better. Get the number 1 pick. But I guess I would rather have Dexter Lawrence than, the top player of this year's draft. I guess that's what I should be saying. Give me Dex to the Bears for a 1st and a 3rd. That's a bit rich, in my opinion, especially on this contract. But then again, if you trade him, he'd get an extension. So I want to re-sign you. Talking about NASCAR guy, what do we talked about the one guy who said who made that gay joke and got all in trouble. Kind of have a winning culture for these good players to want to stay. Yeah, that's the whole point of this offseason, building a good winning culture. I don't know where you've been. I'm not going to get braided by Ashkan this morning. Trading next year is 100% worth it than doing it this year. I agree. Let's see what we got. Let's see, because it's like Either he's going to have a good season and it's like, okay, let's keep him. Let's just pay him what he wants. Sure, why not? Or he has a bad season and then we can move off him. I agree with you. GF10. Camera, but the camera break? I don't think so. I'm using the webcam now, so it's not turning off. Jaden Ivey. We talked about Jaden Ivey as well. We ranked our crash outs. Check out the early morning stream if you want. It was a good one. But now we're talking Dexter Lawrence, apparently. That sucks. That objectively sucks. Here's what I wanted to say though. I really do think, and I'm not a athlete here, so I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I really do think Ashkan's a master at rage baiting Hunna. That's because I know Ashkan believes what he says. That's the problem. I know Ashkan's not just like fucking around. He like actually believes what he says, which drives me crazy. I really do think as a non-athlete that fans vastly overrate what rings are worth to players. I really do think that. I think, yes, I think within the context of a season, the goal is to win a championship. I get that. But I don't think a person like Dexter Lawrence right now is sitting there at age 29, wherever the hell he lives, and it's like, man, my life sucks. I need a championship to fill the void. Like, that's just not how people think, especially not now with all the money that's being thrown around. Like, if you play 10 years in the NFL, that's a great life, regardless of how many rings you have. You know what I mean? And I guess, obviously, to reference, any athlete is a great life relative to most people. But, like, you know what I mean? It's not how we see it. It's not like it's the first takeification of sports dialogues where it's like, how many rings does he have? LeBron or MJ? He wants rings, especially in football. Basketball is a lot more of an individual like accolade sport. Football, dude, you could be the greatest defensive player in NFL history and leave the NFL with one ring. And whether you think it's Aaron Donald or Lawrence Taylor, they both only have one. So there you go. I don't think Dexter Lawrence is here down on himself because he's not on a championship team. But anyways, Titans should make a call for their first rounder next year. And I'd do it. I think Howie Roseman's waiting, not for the June deadline, but just waiting for the 2027 class. He wants a first next year. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Oh, Daniel Dybro is in a truck. He was because his dad owns a Ram dealer. I don't feel bad for him wasting a seat. Hell yeah, he wasted a seat. Sorry, I missed some stuff. I don't think he wants a ring as much as he wants guaranteed money. He should chase that bag unless it leads him to the Jets. Then maybe not. That's funny. You're right. I do think the chasing a ring thing is way overblown. Oh, here we go. Rings overrated. Winning a ring was the best moment of anyone's career. What are you talking about? Yeah, but that's not. But it doesn't make their life. It's the best moment. Like Ken Walker won a ring and now he's our chief. And let's move on. Like I bet you Ken Walker already forgot that he won a Super Bowl. Among many players. Forget about the people that won it a year, 2, 3 years ago. God forbid, 10, 20 years ago. Like if you're David Tyree, yeah, a ring really matters. But if you're Hakeem Nicks, whatever. You know? That's the best comp I can make. But I'm not, not getting into this. Dexter Lawrence requested a trade. Is there any more information on this, Schefter? Any at all? Bears, who cares? Lawrence says tiers remaining on his deal is currently scheduled to make $20 million. Initially, there have been optimism, but the changes within the organization, discussions could move forward, but now they haven't. New Giants head coach John Harbaugh will open his team's offseason program Tuesday without one of his best players. Yes, I'm aware. So still nothing. Got Coach K. They got College Game Day for basketball. Didn't even know that. That's not Coach K. That's John Calipari. How old is Dexter? He's 29. Yeah, he's 29. What are you talking about? Fuck yeah, I don't know what the hell. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I get mixed up because Oshkon and Patrick Ewing have the same user picture color. Hunnaball's restreaming the same day. Things get good. Things are never good when Dexter Lawrence is requesting a trade. You 29, too old. Okay. He's about to end his prime too. Yeah, that's that. Hey man, if the Giants trade him next year and get a good return, sure. But this year, let's hold on to him. Only 24 to 27-year-old players are worth anything. Yeah, apparently. I know John's being sarcastic, but still, apparently, for his agent position, he might have 2 to 3 years left in his prime. I disagree. Say you're a Rams fan. That's saying you're a Rams fan. Oh, a defensive tackle has to retire early. Like as if a bunch of great D tackles didn't play well into their career. He's interior D line. His prime is not ending at 32, guys. Yeah, no, I'm right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? Does he have a Giants? That's a great point. Spit on Dak thing. He does have a Giants logo tatted on him. It's a great. No, I know you're playing, John. But that's a great point. He does have a Giants logo. I forgot about that. I thought that. I was like, he's a Giant for life. He's got it. He's got a tattoo. Is Shane a problem, or does he make the team better? Because I'm confused. People dog him for his shitty operational philosophy, but his draft picks haven't been that bad. We've gotten into this debate once or twice. I think it was before you popped into these streams, Dallas Crypto Time. I've gotten into some heated debates with Jarvicious about whether or not Joe Shane is good at drafting. I think he's hit or miss. I don't think he's great at drafting, but I think the big knock on Joe Shane is how he manages the team he does have and how he handles free agency, both of which are not his strength. Max Crosby with a Raiders tattoo. Yeah, but that's different, though. Max Crosby's tattoo isn't a Raiders logo right on his bicep that's visible at all times. It's not just like a big-ass Raiders logo, unless it is, maybe. Here. I already had a Dexter Lawrence picture pulled up here. Let's see. Where's there it is, right there. You see it? God, of course. I don't know if it's popping up. Do you see it, though? It's right there on that bicep. You see it. So, yeah. He's going Pete Davidson route with that tattoo. I mean, he could cover it, but, like, come on. What the hell? Ranked top DT in ESPN survey of execs and coaches. See? Big stuff. Giants on top. When was this? Oh, God, run Facebook. This was July. This was last year. This was less than a year ago. Dexter Lawrence ranked top DT in ESPN survey of execs, coaches, and scouts. But he's worth a 1 and a 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It is very visible on his arm. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, that's not a super easy tattoo to hide. Like, I'm not familiar with a lot of people's tattoos. I know Dexter Lawrence, has that Giants tattoo. That dude was for sure right or die for that franchise. Yeah, that's what I thought too. He clearly just wants money. This is just a negotiation tactic. We're overreacting. I'm overreacting. I shouldn't have hopped on stream. Cam Jordan's 36 and he just had 10.5 sacks. Cam Jordan's a little different, but I do agree that a player's prime can go well into their 30s, especially in the defensive line. Like, let's just pull up. Like, how old was Joe Green when he kept playing? I'm trying to think. Like, okay, let's go a little deeper. Let's go John Randall. John Randall played 13 seasons. What is that? Yeah. John Randall had a Pro Bowl season in year 12, 13. Yeah, he played on the D tackle. Yeah, he played on the edge as well. Who else? How long did Joe Green play? Yeah. What is this? Like 14, 15 years at a high level? I wouldn't know how to handle a loss like Dex. Really? Do you know how to handle a loss like the conference championship game? Did we talk about how fake the Kirk Cousins contract is compared to what they were posted? Oh, yeah, we didn't actually talk about that. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is going to make $250 million over the next 5 seasons. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Kirk Cousins got a... That's a good point. He got a Kelsey deal. Which is pretty hilarious. He got a Kelsey deal. So it's like all like fantasy money. It's like in theory, it doesn't make any sense. I didn't know Joe Green got the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Wait, what? Wait a minute. The Walter Payton Man of the Year award was a thing in 1979? What? That's crazy. Walter Payton was still alive in 1979. How do you get the Walter Payton Man of the Year award? What? Wait, how did Walter Payton? Wait, how did Johnny Unitas win then? Oh, I see. He probably just won Man of the Year and then it got renamed. Well, duh. He won Man of the Year and it was renamed to Walter Payton Man of the Year. I was like, how the hell? Chris Jones, that's a good point. Realistically, Dex probably has 6 high-level seasons left in him. I agree. Rather lose a conference championship than only have gone to playoffs one time in the last decade. Well, joke's on you. I was going to say the Giants have gone to the playoffs twice. And they have, actually. They have gone twice. Yeah, the boat game. Yeah, joke's on you. They've gone twice, dick. At least you believe they can cut Cousins after the first year, $20 million, worst case scenario. Wait, so they're actually paying him $20 million this year? Wait, what? I know it was like a fantasy money thing. I didn't know he actually had like a big cap hit. I think the Falcons are paying the bulk of Kirk Cousins' contract, at least this year. Yeah, 12. Okay, so is there just no Raiders contract at the moment? What? Okay, I guess we'll never know. Over the cap, still figuring this one out. I'm sorry, but let's just hold Dex for 2 years. Let his contract. If he wants to sit and kill his career, I don't care unless we get an absolute haul. I'm right there. I'm with you, BP Peng. I'm with you, BP Peng. Giants on top. Giants first. But I would definitely rather him just be good and stay. I doesn't get together. This will be Jalen Carter soon enough. That is true. That is for sure true. This will be Jalen Carter soon enough. That's for sure. 10 mil this year, 10 mil next year. Next year's guaranteed no matter what I think. All right. No matter what I think. Okay. Who is Kirk Cousins' agent? I don't know. This is the thing. We need to be more aware of agencies. I wanted to make a video about it when all that Dan Orlovsky, Ty Simpson stuff came out. It's like we got to know more about agents. But yeah, 200%. I'm with you though. I'm with you. Giants on top. Dexter Lawrence is taking a step back. But just to summarize, I don't think his prime is nearing an end. I do think he's worth an extension. I also think this is really bad time for him to get an extension, just coming off his worst career season. But I think it's a no matter what happens, the Giants will survive. Either Dexter Lawrence, because he'll play this year. The Giants won't trade Dexter Lawrence this season. They won't. So he'll play this season. And if he plays well, great. If he doesn't play well, then we can trade him or accept that he won't be on the team anymore. And hell, maybe cut him and save some money. And I don't want to be at a point where I'm saying we're cutting Dexter Lawrence. But again, if he has a bad season, I don't want the Giants to be ponying up $20 million. So we'll see. Yeah, second stream. That's right. My agent, I remember, is Danny DeVito's agent. Yeah, that's right. The Italian Stallion. Is Harbaugh going to run things for the Giants, or is Shane standing his ground? I think that's probably the bigger thing here. How are the Giants going to navigate this kind of turmoil? How are the Giants going to navigate with this like little power struggle? If I had to take a guess, I think Harbaugh's calling the shots. I think Don Aponte has more power than Joe Shane. I think Joe Shane's a glorified like Todd McShay in the Giants locker room at this point. And that's that. I'm not buying the whole me and Joe are friends. I'm not buying that. Parsons trade 2.0. I wouldn't hold your breath, James. This is a far cry. The Parsons thing was very well documented. This is more just like Dexter wants money. You would think a guy who wants more money coming out of a down season will be motivated to play great and then ask for the money. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, if he plays great this season, then extend him. And because I have full confidence he'll be playing at a high level for the next 6 years. Maybe 5, maybe 4. I don't know. A second Hunter stream has hit the YouTube page. Yeah. A second one has hit the algorithm. Well, I just didn't know. I didn't know what the hell to do. I was sitting there just like, about to start editing. And I was like, what the fuck? Hear about the JOK news. Sounds like he may not play football anymore. He's going back to college to get his master. Really? What's up, Jeffrey? Really? He's given up? You put your money where your mouth is. Bet Dex to be a Giant on Kalshi. Yeah, I will. Sure. I'm sure the odds suck. I mean, sure. I mean, I've never been one to avoid a bet before. Not a betting channel, by the way. I do want to see this, though. This is always a fun name to type. Is this true? Wow. I didn't even know this. Preparing for life after football. No shit. I get that. When you're coming off a neck injury, I get that. That's very interesting. Wow, look at that. Browns in the news as well. Odds actually have crazy value. Yeah, because no one actually thinks he's going to get traded. All right, I'm pulling this up now. Does Kalshi have a website? We're about to find out. I don't think they do. No, you know what? Nah, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not putting them on. Not doing it. Not on this channel. No way, no how. I hate Kalshi. I hate what they do. I'd rather look at it on my phone and not give them the free promo. Because I'm the main funnel to Kalshi's viewers or users. Worst NFL agent is something I'd watch seeing about it. That's actually funny. I was thinking about going in a different direction. That's actually better. My direction was like the shadow of NFL dealings about how agents are like all like these slimy figures. But a worst NFL agents video is actually very cool. I like that more than my idea, actually. Just an idea, always bringing the heat. Let's see here. Let's search Dexter Lawrence. Next team here. By the way, you search Dexter Lawrence, Defensive Player of the Year comes up first before the trade. I actually don't even see this. Oh, wait, what? I don't think there's anything. Just shoot me a text with a screenshot Ashkan, if it's a real thing, because I don't see it. Chad is pissed off. They want to see the odds. Come on, Hannah, let's see it. Well, again, I mean, there are no odds. There are no odds. What the like? I'll look it up. Fine. Kalshi's a predictions markets website that I hate and I hate promoting, but whatever. Look at this. It does nothing comes up. So there's nothing to promo. Yeah, what? You can get player of the year at 4%. I mean, maybe next team. Is that I would imagine that's how they do it. Yeah. Nope. Team to draft. Where's team to draft? Wow, Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at 23%. That's it? Are you kidding me? I love this action. Whoa, are you serious? This is the problem. I like this. I like these odds a lot. Cincinnati to take Caleb Downs, that's pretty good. Anyways, Cooper, Khan for rookie of the year. Khan, easy. Khan. So yeah, thanks for lying, Ashkan. I actually don't know, honestly. I'm not a big Cooper Flag guy. I just don't like his style. I'm also not a Mavs lover. How could you hate Kalshi if it lets you bet on anything, Chet? Whoever have a Neil agent needs to be fired. You're telling me you're gonna get a better contract with how many teams need offensive linemen? That's he couldn't get a better contract than the vet minimum with no guaranteed money. He couldn't get a better contract than the worst contract available. Yeah, I guess not. That's the funny thing. Con Def should win rookie of the year. I don't even know the stats. I know Flags had a couple good games. He said like a couple 50 pieces, which is crazy. It's just tough. It's just tough to leave my bias at the door. Might be a top 5 shooter in the league already. Con is sick. Giants fan 10. The Hornets fan of the chat. I think the Hornets are going to beat the Pistons in the first round. Con's a top 5 shooter. So funny. What Trump say during his Iran press conference. So is Kalshi just a website that provides odds? I'm not familiar. You see, thanks Ashkan. Kalshi is a website where you can make bets like stocks. And I don't like it because it really opens the door for insider trading. And I also think this just really enables people to be just brutally addicted to gambling. But they frame it like you're buying and selling stocks, which to be genuine, like stocks are gambling. Like, let's not make any mistakes. Stocks are gambling. They've been legal gambling for 100 years. Let's all be real with ourselves here. But as far as why Devontae Adams next team, shoot, you can bet on that. But yeah, so you can bet on anything. It sucks. I hate it, but here we are. And there's a Josh Allen next team, and there's no Dexter Lawrence. So good going, dude. Cooper, he's the first rookie draft for 2 points. It's not his fault. The Mavs are shit. Yeah, but like, okay, well, now we're going to look at the numbers here. I'm sure there's like an NBA.com thing. The rookie ladder. Oh my God. There they are. The 2 white guys. Yeah, so Khan's got 18, 5, and 3, whereas Cooper Flagg's got 26 and 4. So better stats across the board, actually. But I still like Khan's game. I don't know why, but I like Khan's game as the rest of the ladder. But thank God the Pelicans traded all for Derek Queen. He's ended up being really, really good. But yeah, there you are. If you get rug pulled on a prediction market website, it's on you. If you get rug pulled, I've never heard of the expression rug pumped. What the fuck does that mean? See, now I'm swearing because Ashkan's here. Go Pistons. He's having a better season efficiency-wise right now than any Klay Thompson season, put in perspective on a similar volume too. Wow. Okay, that helps. That's nice. That's a big point for a Con Canoopal there. It's his fault. Here he's at like 1 more point per game than Con on way less efficiency. See? Giants fan tends to make it his case. The more I see Don just play, the more I realize the Mavericks made the right decision on his defense is horrendous and he's a diva. Come on, he's picking it up. The Mavs did not make the right decision moving on. The Mavs got nothing for him. The Mavs got that's like selling a car and then it breaking down. It's like you still have to buy another car. You know, like it's not like it's like woof. Thank God we dodged a bullet there. It's like, well, you still have to buy another car, and they just didn't get one. Brian's my favorite supersonic. Come on, how could you say that? Bronny's not going to get drafted in the expansion. He's a Laker through and through. See, now we're talking about basketball. How'd this happen? I want to talk about Giants football. It's our second stream of the day. Drop a like if you haven't already. The Hornets win an MVP. At Wemby should win MVP. Then it changes form points. Who's the most valuable player? So it's a lot going on there. We're setting precedents now. As we're forced to trade with Luka, you can't convince me otherwise. I like that take more. I agree with that. Mavericks got Cooper Flag out of that deal. That's not, but they didn't trade Luka for Cooper Flag. Like I get that, like they netted Cooper Flag. They didn't trade for Cooper Flag though. That's people forget. Like that's not how it worked. But I realize I'm not like in the minority here by saying the Mavs got hosed in that trade. I get it. Davis only played 20 games for the Mavs. Yeah, exactly. It's like great. I know we need Bronny as a supersonic. We can't. Bronny needs to stay on the Lakers. We trade Dex for the Williams trade. Williams, who just got traded? Williams, what the fuck? Crosby, Parsons, Williams. What Williams just got traded? Damian Williams? Who? What? I'm sure this is like my mistake. And who are we talking about here? Ryan Williams? I'm just waiting for Patrick Ewing to clarify. Quinnen Williams. What do you go for? Like a 2 and a 1 swap or something like that? I'd rather have Dexter Lawrence than Quinnen Williams. I know that's probably a hot take, but let's see. Quinnen Williams went for a 2, a 1, and Mozzie Smith. I mean, that's not awful compensation. Like if the Giants got that for Dexter Lawrence, I wouldn't be mad. That would be pretty fair. However, especially like a middle of the first round pick. However, I just don't want to see it. Check your phone. All right. I think it's fake, but I'll go for it. I'll read it. Great. Gotta get my car serviced. Wow. You should bet that. If you can bet a Giant staying in New York, you should do it. Wow, those are awful odds. You get 2 to 1 for a player that's not going to get traded. I'm assuming the contract's default. Yeah, $900 volume. Of course. Yeah, dude. Of course the odds are great. There's a $900 volume. What are we doing here? No one's trading Dexter Lawrence right now. I want more than a 2 and a 1. I want 2 1s and at least a second. See, there it is. That's the one time where I'm like, hell yeah, let's be greedy here. Let's be greedy. Let's not trade him. Jerry trades players we drafted. That's what's funny about our trades. It sounds stupid because I'm saying it, but he does it so often. He just did it with Osa. Well, yeah, I mean, you usually do trade players you drafted. I think I get what you're saying, though. It's like he trades players for draft picks and then drafts players and then trades them for draft picks. Is that what we're saying? Rams are favorite according to Dexter, Land according to the 8K trading volume. Yeah, wow. Big mover. From what I read, it was $900, which like, holy hell. Yeah, just throw every NFL team in there. The odds don't mean much. OKC has lost more games with Shea playing than without him. See, because Shea's a liability. Wemby for MVP. And by the way, I forgot to mention, oh my God, we got the March Madness, the college basketball championship tonight for the men's teams. I'm not going to be watching on stream, but, you know, good luck to the teams that are playing. Yeah. Rams want to replace Aaron Donald. Well, Dexter Lawrence would be the guy to do it. I'll tell you that. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The Giants aren't trading Dexter Lawrence. I just wanted to hop on stream and talk about this because any Giants news, you believe me, I'll be here. I could be on the road. More about it. Here we go. We'll read this and then we'll probably pop off. See what I mean? We're supposed to get Odell back. The vibes are supposed to be great. Dexter Lawrence is requested trade and will not be participating in. There better be some real like news here, Shefty. Lawrence and the Giants have been through 2 offseasons of attempting to negotiate a contract reflecting his value over the Giants for the last 3 years. There has not been any progress. Lawrence has 2 years remaining on his deal and is currently scheduled to make $20 million this upcoming season. Initially, there had been optimism that change within the organization could move the decision forward. Now they haven't. New Giants coach John Harbaugh will open his team's offseason program. We already read that. How important is he? Really important. Harbaugh said about Lawrence in February. He's super, super important. He's a cornerstone football player. Not really a cornerstone, more like a middle stone. He's right in the middle. He's a very big stone. He's a very active, athletic one. Lawrence was selected at 3 Pro Bowls and is a second-team All-Pro twice since the Giants drafted him in 2019. He's so old. Got drafted in 2019. But 2025 was a down year as he was limited to just half a sack, 8 quarterback hits, and a pass rusher win rate of 8.3% for a 4-13 team. So this is literally no new information here, but whatever. What I do want to say is to go back to the Shane Harbaugh thing. That is a good point. That Lawrence and the Giants have been doing this tango for the past 3 years, all of which were Joe Shane years, and they haven't been able to get a deal done. So at the same time, it is kind of like, well, they've been negotiating an extension for 2 off seasons, and he's on a 5-year deal. So like he's got 2 years left. So they've negotiated the year or 2 after they signed the extension. The timeline doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The point is Joe Shane can't get a deal done. Joe Shane sucks. That's the takeaway. Joe Shane sucks. Dexter, the 12th highest paid defensive tackle, he low-key deserves it. No, he does deserve an extension. That's why I got excited when I thought the news was that he would get an extension. But no, it's a trade request. I do hope the Giants will extend him. Like John Harbaugh said, he is really important. No one actually thinks Dexter Lawrence is as bad as his numbers looked this year. Shane Bowen was just a terrorist, and that's that. I'm gonna rug pull out of that market. Chat, don't put your hard-earned money in there. Yeah, don't do it. Ashkan's gonna be day trading Dexter Lawrence stocks all day. But anyways, that's basically it. I mean, I don't know. Dexter Lawrence wants to get traded. I had the Seinfeld theme open on my PC. Like, yeah, I'll just play it. Why not? But yeah, dude. So Giants, don't trade Dexter Lawrence, please. Hunnaball. Tune in on Wednesday for War Room Wednesday. Drop a like if you haven't already. We'll be trying the Mosh Bar. Talking about linebackers. Hell, probably talking about defensive tackles again, too, since the Giants really need one now, apparently. We'll double dip on defensive tackles, which is a great, great thing I wanted to do. So, yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, I hope the Giants don't trade Dexter Lawrence. Not the Seinfeld music. And, yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter. Drop a like if you haven't already. Hanna, please don't trade Dexter Lawrence. Ball. Thank you guys for watching. I really don't have anything else to say. We did everything else this morning, but hope you guys have a good Monday. Still holds true. Anyways, see you later. I didn't even have music going. Should we just hold on here? I'll just play this through. You guys have a good day.